man. Fresh mountain air.
See, I've always wanted to go on a treasure hunt.
I even brought an axe.
I did.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. I need a map. All right, guys. So, I know it's supposed to be around here somewhere, but I got all this script on the bottom. It's like another language. I can't read it.
Guys, this is Norse. So, I mean, the good news is, you guys know I've got Viking blood coursing through my veins, which means I can read this. I know what this says.
I didn't know you could read Norse.
I didn't know he could read.
Shh. Let me see here. Tere, fare, kvine, bärne, björne, fare, kur, rade, taler.
What in the hell is that supposed to mean?
Basically, that what you seek is buried beneath the Black Diamond Widowmaker.
Well, yeah, because that doesn't sound sketch at all.
Well, the good news is, with all this snow around, it shouldn't be too hard to find a black diamond.
Was there any other clues?
No, nothing.
Huh. Must be a black diamond ski run.
That makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah. Well, speaking of which, I have a trail map.
You just carry around a trail map?
Yeah, you never know when you'll need a little bit of direction with this upside down. A little bit of direction here on the mountain. Right here. The Widowmaker. Up that mountain.
Well, let's get hiking.
Doesn't he need those?
There it is. Widowmaker.
I made it. Dave, you okay? There he is.
So what, we just dig here?
That's what the map says. Base of the Widowmaker.
Well, sure would have been nice if we brought a shovel.
Yeah, you probably should have brought a shovel.
What's this?
This is my tactical spoon for when I get hungry.
But we need you to dig with it. That's a shovel.
I don't want it to get dirty. It's a spoon.
Start
Can
digging.
you please dig?
Guys, I think I hit something. Oh my God. Guys, I think I found One-Eyed Jack.
He's got both his eyes.
That's a good point. There's something in its mouth. What is it?
And there it was, the next clue to Jack's detailing treasure.
Wait, it's a clue? I thought this was the treasure.
How is that a clue?
Look closer.
I don't get it.
Yeah, nothing.
The coin literally tells you where you need to go for your next hint.
Oh,
the dunes! All right, and welcome to the afternoon show of Day 2 TRCMA 2022. And ramping up for this afternoon show, we have some pretty big guests, right? Alex from Vyper Chair, we got the boys from GTECHNIQ, and then me and Levi are going to be taking the stage for Detail Factory here in just a little bit. Now, this afternoon is pretty exciting, and if you haven't watched the morning show, don't do that right now because we're live and we want you to stick around for this show. But maybe later tonight, right, when you're relaxing and you have maybe something nice to drink, right? Feet up on the couch, kicking back, turn us on, watch us, see what happens, right? But today, right, so you don't miss out though, we do have some special sales going on. So 20% off Detail Factory, 20% off GTECHNIQ, and 20% off Optimum Polymer Technologies at the ragcompany.com right now. Go in there, save on those brands, and in the meantime, pick yourself up one of these fancy things. Alex, check this out. Have you seen this thing yet?
I haven't. What is that, Anthony?
I thought you would never ask. So opening this up right here, this is a special, limited edition, collectible coin that goes to a good cause. So every one of these coins sold goes to the charity of the brand's choice. And so GTECHNIQ is on deck today. Yesterday, we had, what brand did we have yesterday? Were you paying close attention?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Coach Kemi yesterday. Yep. Oh, it's okay, it's all right. You just came in today, so I'll ask you again tomorrow. Exactly. So throughout the rest of the week, we're gonna have some more coins. We're gonna be having some more sales, so stay tuned for that. But keep in mind, once these coins sell out, they're gone, right? The last thing, I know I'm taking up some of your time.
Okay,
is that okay if I take just a little bit more, right? Because not only are you gonna save 20% off of GTECHNIQ products, right? But every single order, Alex.
Every order?
Every order.
If I order twice?
Yeah, that counts, right? Cool. Every single order is going to be shipping out while supplies last with a 250 ml bottle of a random GTECHNIQ product. So it might be the quick detailer, might be a little bit of C2V3, might be some G-Wash. You know, are you feeling lucky? Are you willing to toss those dice?
I am.
Take that gamble?
I'm putting it in right now.
Flip that coin! That means I'm buying a TRCMA. That means I'm buying them all. So it's 10. Oh, okay, he's taking that. You have to donate $10, please, to a charity of the GTECHNIQ's choice. So anyway, with that said, Alex from Vyper Chair is here with me, which is really exciting. This is one of the other things I've been looking forward to the most this week, mainly because I get to hang out with Alex. We get to joke around. We have a very similar sense of humor, but also because we get to nerd out, put some chairs together and whatnot. But what I really want to know, Alex, is who is Vyper Chair? What is Vyper Chair? What are we doing here?
That's an extremely good question, Anthony. Well, again, my name is Alex from Vyper Industrial. We are a family-owned company out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We proudly make all of our products out of the USA, and we do so with quality and care, and we really give that family feel. So when you buy a product from us, you're part of the family, because you're going to have to share for the rest of your life. So first off, that was great. Did they tell you to say all those things? Was that scripted? I've been rehearsing it. Eric was helping me earlier today.
I heard you in the back.
He was giving me a lot of positive energy, and so that's what I'm using right now.
It wasn't knocking you down at all whatsoever,
no,
right?
No.
A lot of positive thoughts. So no, that's a great explanation, right? So Vyper Chair, right, like you said, is a family-owned business with quality products, quality materials, and if that's not apparent yet, whether it's in their marketing or in their videos or maybe other videos you've seen on YouTube involving Vyper Chairs, I'm telling you right now in person, from a person that's put these things together several times, it checks all those marks. It absolutely does. And so the team at Vyper Industrial, right, are focusing on things even outside of the chairs, but while the chairs are extremely popular, is there anything else you can kind of give us some insight in? Because there's something behind us here we'll cover in just a little bit, but what else does Vyper cover?
Yeah, well, we started off as a chair company. We grew up, all in the shop. We're all enthusiasts. That's a big core thing here is we had these problems in the shop. We wanted to create solutions to them. We started off with the chairs. What started off as a one chair for a welding community has turned into, I think we have 4 now, multi-industry solutions. So whether it be we went from welding, now we're in doctor's offices, surgical rooms, detailers, race shops, fabrication shops, you name it, we have chairs there. So it's pretty cool. So while that's our main focus here, we feel like we've done a really good job at creating the best solutions, of creating multiple units, and now we're focusing on some other issues that we find in the shop, and we want to create the same quality solutions like we do with the chairs for some other things.
Heck yeah, man. No, I mean, seriously, and you guys are absolutely killing it. And so I don't know if I can say this, but I want to say that, Alex is near and dear to our heart because he once, it was a rag company Grand Ambassador. That's kind of how it all started, right? Yeah. And, because Alex not only is into detailing as well, but he understands the industry extremely well. And that's why I think he's such a valuable person to have at Vyper, right? Just to know, because in all honesty, I mean, was Vyper really well aware of how, I guess, insane the detailing market actually is?
No, and really, like I said, we start off as a family of welders. The company is owned by two brothers, Dane and Dylan Rush, and their father was kind of like, it came from him. His retirement project was, to build a better shop chair. The brothers came over to his shop one day and they saw it and they're like, oh my gosh, like I think we could take this, tweak it a little bit, and we could really get this out in the public because I think there's a lot of people with this problem, and we could find solutions to them. And so once we did that, we started seeing where it could devolve into, and so we started off in the welding community. But then, as we're all enthusiasts with different, hobbies, like I'm a detailer, I'm a car guy, and everyone in the group has something. They bring something different to the table, And so with that, we each have our core focuses outside of work, and then we're able to bring that in and make our products even better with that in mind. So when I came in and this was a welding chair, where I talked about all the uses in the detailing community, and that's really what we were able to build different chairs, different accessories, and so we could take this product that was once just for welding and convert it into other industries. So it's like our backgrounds pretty much play into why these chairs are so great at different industries. Yeah,
but I think that it's also, I mean, honestly, I think it's also, it speaks volumes that you guys, who focuses on building a chair this damn well, right? Who's going to take the time to do that, to say, wow, right, there was this problem, I don't think the chair quality was there, right?
Yeah, right.
So we're going to go ahead and do this. I trust that more than anything, right? For somebody to say, I'm going to go ahead and build the nicest dang chair I can, right? And then hopefully be able to maybe not mass produce it, but produce it so customers could buy. I'm going to trust that, wholeheartedly, because I know anything about chairs? Absolutely not. Most of the chairs that I've bought from my friends over at HF usually break on me almost immediately, right? I've had like casters fall off. I've had my butt fall straight through to the bottom floor and then fall down even more. So this chair, like you said, it's kind of meant for a lifetime chair. The problem, though, I'll be honest with you. Here's the problem with Vyper chairs, right? This is this criticism? I don't know what this is. They keep coming out with so many damn cool chairs, right? And they sell you a lifetime chair. What do I do with the previous lifetime chair,
it's
right?
Like Pokemon, you gotta have them all. You guys gotta start collecting. You gotta get a bigger shop.
But I'm gonna start running out of space, man, of all the chairs that I have, and people are gonna think I'm the weird chair guy next to the crazy cat lady. So then, what do? I start throwing chairs at people as they walk by?
Well, it's cool.
That's gonna kill them.
That's cool because if you already have the Pro at home, so you have that one on the ground, and we came up with the new one, and you're liking it, the low Pro, you just put that one on the wall.
Oh, okay. Hang it up, right? That's always the option, right? Hang it up, put it, put it up somewhere, out of sight, out of mind. But no, they come out with a lot of really cool stuff. And so, speaking of limited stuff, are you guys doing anything like limited edition wise stuff? Because I know you have some customization options on the Vyper Chairs website. Do you guys do any other type of limited cool runs?
Yeah. So what's cool is we started off in a small little shop, 8,000 square foot shop. Since then, around late winter, we moved into a larger shop, so we have more space, more ability to do fun stuff that we've always been wanting to do. A big part of that is experimenting with different materials and stuff like that. Work with our great friends over at GTECHNIQ doing like some Alcantara testing and stuff like that, and they came out great. And so we really wanted to dive more into that and do limited drops and just see how the public would take them, see if it would excite some people. So we started off with like a blacked out edition and stuff that we never did. We did a blacked out rail, black hardware, black stitching, black everything. Yeah. We put it on. We were kind of not sure how it was going to go. It sold out in I think 33 minutes. Nice. And we're like, shoot, I think we got something here. So now every month we want to plan a new limited drop and just build some excitement, get people custom chairs. And the big part about it is there's no additional fees. We're doing these all at MSRP of a regular chair, so you're getting all these extra bonuses at no additional cost. We want to start playing with some more materials. Like we have this ink coated hardware, we switched to black. We have some other things in mind, perhaps like, I don't know, car guys like titanium.
I know, I love so yeah, that's, I already told them I'll be sold on the titanium bits, whatever that might be, right? It's lightweight, maybe some cool burning on it just to kind of give it some good color. I'll have to explain it to my wife, who I hope is not watching right now, right? Because she's gonna say that chair showed up. You know, I say, oh yeah.
We can put it in a blank box.
She's like, how much did you pay for it? I said, they gave it to me, right?
Yeah.
That's always the thing. They gave it to me, right? I didn't pay for it. It's fine.
If you put in the notes section at checkout, like my wife can't see this, we can put a note in there saying you want a raffle. You know, we can put it. We can tape over the Vyper logo in the box. You know, we're enthusiasts. We're all married. You know, we understand the struggle, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we're there to help.
God's work. I appreciate that. So Alex, let's jump into this. So we have a
Yeah.
chair sitting on the table right here. What is this chair? I know that it's releasing here soon, right? If not now.
Yeah, we just actually launched it over the weekend on Saturday. Really successful launch. This is something that we've been, you know, designing for. Gosh, I've been wanting to put it into place for almost a year now. So we started designing it, and we finally put it into motion. We've tweaked it. I think we launched the prototype at SEMA, and since then we've made more revisions. Because that's one thing about us is we're never really satisfied with what we have. We're always, you know, looking to see how we can make it even better, making more products, making the products that we already make even better. So we're always, you know, making revisions. So while we released the prototype at SEMA, we did some changes. We slimmed it down. We did a cool feature with the seat that we can talk about in a little bit. Changed some powder coating options. So we did a couple things. We finally launched it on Saturday. It's a big success, and honestly, this is growing to be one of my favorite chairs right now. So.
All right. Well,
you want to put it together?
Let's put it together. I
Let's do
believe
it.
you. Okay, so I'm gonna have you lead the charge because I was trying to look smart by looking through these instructions over here, being like, you see what I'm doing here? I wasn't actually reading it. I was just kind of, you know, glazing over everything, right? So here we go. Getting started here. So what do we have here? The lower panel.
Yeah. So this is going to be the tool tray, and what I like to do, and should always do the directions, but I like to just, you know, go at it because that's what we do as guys, right? So
then we have to go back and redo our work because we screwed something up.
Yeah, exactly. So we can figure this out. I hope that I do all this correctly.
Okay.
But basically, what you do is you put the two sides up, and you just start putting the.
Okay. Do I need to get a nut on the bottom of these or no?
Yeah, you can start doing the wheels if you want to do that. So,
okay. So the wheel, I'm doing a corner back down here.
Yep, correct. And then one on the bottom here.
Okay.
And then I'll give you a 3/4 inch wrench.
This is exciting, right? So we were talking about this before the show. It's like adult Legos, right? And so it's very therapeutic to build one of these. So I recommend that if you do buy a Vyper chair, right, and this is something you want to get into, make sure to choose your playlist while the chair is shipping to you, right? Set some good vibes, maybe go get a massage beforehand, right? Just to kind of loosen up a little bit, right? Pour yourself a nice drink, maybe buy top shelf something, right?
Yeah.
Sit down, turn on that playlist and just start building, right? Levi Gates of Master of Shine, he chose to do a live stream, right? Slightly more stressful than the previous option I just listed out, but still quite a bit of fun. So I'm gonna get down here and start working this side in.
Cool.
I know they probably can't, honestly, I would say you guys can't see it, but there's really nothing to see because it's a very small pinch point.
Yeah, and so with the wheels, we'll just hand tighten them, and we'll come back to that later. I'm sure the guys back at home are cringing that I'm going stuff a little bit out of order, but you know, that's showbiz, right, Anthony?
We're gonna do this. There we go. So I'm just getting it on there. So you have to kind of drop it down a little bit just to kind of give yourself some space.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna work myself up to the top there. And once you start feeling it tighten up. Now the zinc coated hardware, so what's the difference between going with something that's zinc coated like this maybe versus something that's just normal stainless? Is it just the looks or is there any other benefits to it?
No, and that's what really separates us. I mean, if you look at other chairs or just, you know, equipment in general, that's a big thing that companies tend to not put a lot of attention to. And so they'll use cheap, low grade, just regular steel hardware. And so that will tend to rust. The zinc coated part, not only does it look cool, but it protects it against rust and corrosion. Okay. So for the detailing industry specifically, like you don't have to worry. I mean, you're getting this stuff wet. You're working in water all the time. So when you have this on here already, you're not having to worry about that. It's going to make sure that the bolts last a long time, and it looks good doing so. Okay. And so also, this isn't the cheap hardware. This is all the grade 8 hardware, so this is the heavy duty stuff. So when you look at this stuff, even just the caster bolt alone, like,
yeah,
it's pretty legit.
You're gonna get a visual of that just to show you just the size. I mean, I really doubt that this is going to, I don't think it's ever gonna snap on you, honestly. That's pretty thick, man. That's pretty crazy. I like it. Thick with 2 C's, just the way we like it. So now coming over here, so we're going to put on the other side.
Yeah,
right?
correct. And I like just using the table here so you can really just play into it and make it a little bit easier because it does get a little confusing.
Is there anything that I should be doing with this this piece? Not yet.
We got to put that onto the top. So
okay,
once I get
on
this
top,
on,
you got it. Okay.
Then we can start. If you want to come over, we'll just kind of
knock this out together?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do it.
I'll take over this one right here.
And
So-
I'm sure if you focus and you follow directions and you do a good job, this usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Simple hand tools is all that you need. I think impacts and stuff like that could confuse things, sockets, so I just like to stick with just regular wrenches. Ratcheting wrenches are my favorite way of putting this stuff together.
Yeah, right now
a
we're
little bit of random stuff here.
We are using, so what happened is we have a junkyard toolkit, right? And I think it's somewhere around here that has all of our good stuff, believe it or not, right? We go to the junkyard so much, we put all our good stuff in there, so we kind of just grab some excess stuff we had lying around. Now, quick question though, because this is just what I'm curious about. What is the fastest Vyper chair?
The fastest
The
one?
fastest one. If you're going to race these things, right, honestly, out of your entire line, what do you think is going to take it?
I think I'd go with the robust steel without the back. I
Robust
think that
steel?
would be the fastest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was there a reason? Is it because that has the ring on it,
No,
right?
no reason at all. Just
Okay.
strictly assumption there.
I like to think of aerodynamics when it comes to these type of things, right? What can I get the best tuck in, right?
I mean,
what helmet am I wearing? Am I wearing a race suit? No race suit?
I mean, we did have a race with the GTECHNIQ boys in Chicago Auto Pros.
Okay.
And I mean, I think I should have won. I think there was a little bit of a cheating there, but I'm not going to call
the thing
anybody
is,
out, Corey Hackett. But
Eric shaves his body before every race, and that's the biggest thing, right? So Eric does things a little bit different than the rest of us guys.
yeah,
That's okay though. I mean, no harm, no foul. Do what you got to do.
yeah, we just got to tighten it. It's done. If you want to tighten the caster bolts now that it's on the table.
Oh yeah, no,
work on
because I
that.
totally didn't already tighten those. So yeah.
Again, in every box is included with this nice.
Set of instructions.
Yeah, check that out. Zoom in on there. We put a lot of time and effort into those graphics and stuff.
So
Nice.
one
Nice
of the
colored drawings.
One of the things is that you're not supposed to tighten everything until it's technically on the ground.
Correct. This one's not as crucial because of how it works, but the other chairs, because they'll kind of intertwine, it's really important to do that, because if it's not, then it can, like, you know, have a little wobble or something like this.
Okay.
Everything's designed to fit perfectly in place.
Okay.
So if it doesn't, then
Wait, am I going lefty loosey or righty tighty? Hold on, what am I doing right now?
I think righty tighty is how you tighten it.
Wait, so I'm going this way, right? Yeah. No, I got it. Well, you know what I mean. You get kind of backwards all the time, and it's funny because on the robust steel, when we were putting that together, it was funny how you do get backwards on okay, which way is this bolt facing? Which way do I need to screw this?
Oh, for sure. Like with fans and stuff like that, you can happen to put some on backwards.
Yeah, right. Like, you know,
it's a crazy world.
I met this guy once. He put a fan blade on backwards, and then he asked us, you know, what do you think of the airflow? And we said, oh no, it's not really there. Oh.
So a little backstory when we finished this is I was putting together the fan, and there's a lot of guys here that haven't experienced our turbo fan just yet.
They will.
And so I was like, you guys got to check this out. This is the best fan on the market. Super quiet, blows cold air, so I plug it in and show the guys, and they were just looking at me like I was an idiot. And see, this is where we probably should have followed the directions and made sure of that. But
this one, so this side's almost in right here.
Yep.
I just need to, there we go, got it.
Perfect.
Cool.
But yeah, I put the blade on backwards so it didn't.
We're going to pretend it didn't happen because he did it in front of all the cool people, right? Dylan Von Kleist just look at him. He just shook his head and gave him just the dirtiest look. I'm like, Dylan, you can't do that to this poor guy. It's his first time here.
No.
He's not accustomed to the rag company culture quite yet, right? We're pretty hard on people
It
here.
was nice because
In a good way.
I'm gonna give you some bolts. It was kind of nice because they all did kind of look around and they were like, should we be nice to him?
Yeah.
Or should we make fun of him? So it was nice, and I appreciate that.
We want to be nice for all the guys watching. So with Vyper Chair located in Wisconsin,
Correct.
right? Mm-hmm. So is everything shipped out through? Where's everything shipped out from? That's a
Green Bay,
question.
Wisconsin. So we
Okay.
we do everything in house, and so we have package and ship everything out of Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Okay, very cool. And so do you guys know, in terms of like any type of custom chairs, anything that you guys do, what are the time frames, I guess? Like how long would it take to receive maybe a chair that was a little bit more intricate?
Yeah, we're really proud of our lead times. That was one thing that we, had to figure out at our other location because we didn't have, the space really to pump them out as fast as we wanted to. Mm-hmm. But Vyper being Vyper, we always strive for something better so that we were never happy with it, no matter how much more we were able to decrease the lead times there. So we wanted to make it even better. So once we moved to the facility, we probably have reduced our lead times greatly down to want to say if you check the actual statistics now, it's I think about 2 days.
Oh wow.
Standard time. So we
Yeah.
say that it ships between 5 and 10 days, just because sometimes there's a lot of orders that come through and stuff like that. And then as far as customs go, that's a little bit different, because we're like basically making a custom chair just for you, stopping the production line for that. So those are typically between 3 and 4 weeks, and that's for, we offer custom powder coating and custom embroidery. So you can have your own business logo embroidered on there, you do custom colors. I mean, because again, you're gonna have this chair forever, so you might as well make it something that you love,
That is very true. I mean, like, I just can't really say enough. I don't think you could kill the chair. I don't know how you would do it, right? And the other cool thing too is that if you wanted to, like, just say, worst case scenario, I like to carry around knives with me, right? An assortment of knives, right?
It's normal,
just because
right?
you never really know what you're gonna get into, right? You don't know where you're walking, you don't know what you're doing for that day. And so sometimes, right, I might have a knife that's maybe open in my pocket, I sit down, I've punctured my Vyper chair seat, right? Is there any option for me? Can I order just a seat if I need to replace my seat?
And see, that's always been an issue, because a lot of people will buy their products and it's something that they, some overseas manufacturer, and it's one of those things where they just have that stuff shipped over and that's it. So if something breaks or something, you can't fix it. You gotta go to the hardware store and try and figure out, how you're gonna fit that, if you're gonna find the right piece. And that doesn't happen with us, and that's because we make everything in-house in America. And so, like, if you do rip your seat, call us, or you don't have to call us up. Now we switch it over to the website, so you can go on there and you can order a seat.
Sweet.
Order replacement casters if you want, like something happens, replacement. The other thing is we do replacement arms, and the reason we did that, not because they're gonna wear or anything like that, it's because people want to switch the colors, and now they can. Like, they order, I'm not sure about the Vyper chair, I'm not sure if I want to spend that extra money doing a custom chair, I'm gonna go with just a black or blue and go with that. And then they get the chair and they're like, holy smokes, this is exactly what I thought it was gonna be. And then they want to order a custom seat, and the good thing is they don't have to order a whole brand new set. They can just get that.
Yeah, cool. All right, so where are we at now?
So now we just
have these things.
The grommets. Okay. And so this is the cool part. This is where it comes into play for the detachable seat. So these are little pegs, and then these are where the seat will...
I see how this goes, right? And
stick in.
So on the other models, you would have to screw the seat in.
Correct.
Okay.
And so what makes this cool is it simply has, the bottom of the seat has these little rubber grommets and holes. And so you can just plop it right on and take it right off. And the cool part about this is that you can take it off using the ground. So if you're working low on the ground, if you're working on your knees, put this down and have some nice extra padding. And another cool thing is we're gonna come out with some new accessories soon. Okay. And with that, we just hand tighten them because we have one that's kind of already built. So.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay.
I don't have to get crazy with it.
Okay. Cool. Oh, and I guess that's true because all the weight would be sitting
so
on top
we can,
there.
And simply just stick the seat on, as long as they're lined up, since they're a little bit
That
loose.
one right there.
And boom. And then
done deal.
Swap this out with a nice fresh one that's fully
This is like a cooking show, right? Where they say, well, that's going in the oven. We did one earlier, right?
Done deal. And so what's cool about it, again, is simple seat to remove. Use it as a kneeling pad. You can sit on the ground. We're coming out with some special accessories, and you can set them on there and the seat over it. And the cool part is that when you want the accessories, you can have them. When you want to take them off, simply take them off. The seat up, you can change the whole dynamics of the chair within seconds. So and it's killer.
So with this under tray storage though, what are you putting in your chairs, right?
Well, what's cool about it is it's slim, Okay. So everyone wanted a slimmer chair, something that they wouldn't have zero possible interference. So that's why we made this slim chair.
Actually, I think we can put this right over the top here. Maybe if we turn that caster there on that side. So okay,
super slim. So
that nice V right there looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? The measurements are 24 inches. I want to say this is it's 18 inches tall. Seat is 16 inches. I want to say the width is about 15 inches. So this is perfect for the guy that has just a regular garage, that has a 2-car garage and wants to work in between 2 cars. This fits. There's no interference anywhere. It's awesome. And the coolest part is, although it's really slim, I guess I can leave it that way. The storage space is huge. So one thing we really want to put in this chair is the storage space, because people wanted a built-in tool tray, wanted to offer that, and we want to take it to the next level and add even more storage capabilities with this chair. So you have on both sides huge storage.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put so much stuff in there.
How much stuff can we put in there?
I mean, you can put your brushes and stuff.
Okay.
So like say brush, you know.
I've thrown some brushes in there. What else do we got?
Lights.
I have a flashlight. Okay. I got some kind of metal bracket. Can I throw that inside there? Okay.
Detailers, you have pads, so you can put pads in here.
I like that as well. That's going pretty well.
I love these huge bottles of Rupes.
Okay. All right. I have some applicators. I'm going to throw those on the back side here.
You want more polishers?
Yeah. We get more polishes here. That's pretty great as well. So we're still going here.
Headphones.
Oh man, I found more pads.
Earmuffs.
More Rupes pads. I'm going to start shoving that inside there.
Yeah. We'll put
Holy
these back
smokes. Okay, I've even found some Coach Chemi pads. I've dropped one.
Well,
I've dropped
I
one
like to have
compound.
my pads back here.
Okay, all right. That's how you organize things.
And then I mean, like I said, there's tons of space in here.
Yeah.
Put anything you want in there.
Wow, that's.
I mean, you're loaded up.
I mean, I can just keep going. I can put the tools that we just built.
We only got so much time, Anthony. I think they get the picture.
I think they get the picture. So I mean, that's the thing. This is great, right? Whether you're putting your newborn child inside here and you want to roll her around while she's in the shop with you, working on things, right? I hope my wife's not watching this. I'm not going to do that with my daughter yet at this point, right?
You don't have one yet, so you gotta wait.
I'll at least put a couple pillows down first, right before that happens. So, but this is, I mean, pretty killer. This is pretty awesome. Like, this looks cluttered, but I mean, it really does hold a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like 40 pounds worth of stuff too, and it can hold your weight as well. These all have a weight capacity of comfortably sporting 400 pounds, which is huge.
Yeah.
So again, this is something that's going to last forever.
So I would like to. I'm going to take this down right now, and I'm actually going to sit. I'm going to sit on it.
He used to be a bodybuilder, so that's why he can do this.
Used to be. What's that supposed to mean? Used to. You don't think I still got it? You don't think I can still get in the gym?
Clearly you did. I don't think I could have picked that up.
Throw my back out here. Show off the Brooks Running Adrenaline GTS 22s. Holy smokes.
Let's give it a whirl. Give it a little spin.
This is. I'm just start dropping.
Maybe we jam back a little too much.
Yeah, maybe I gave it a little bit too much of the razzle dazzle. But what I don't want to do is kick this fire extinguisher out because I think Jeff might chase me down. But
yeah, we didn't get that approved. So
this
maybe not focused on that.
This is surprisingly comfortable, and I think that sitting in here at this angle, because here's what I do when I'm polishing, when I'm detailing. Right, actually, we're going to go over this Jag right here. Give myself an example. Grab myself, what is this? Oh, it's a Rupes machine. How funny, right?
That's convenient.
That's conveniently placed back there. Yeah. Who thought of that? So when I'm polishing, right, the ergonomics, right? So what people don't know is that Vyper went to an entire ergonomic convention going over ergonomics specifically, right, and how people should be sitting and what comfortable positions are. And so I think the height of this seat is perfect for most polishing angles on cars that are sitting on the ground, right? Getting into trucks, this is going to give you a lot of vertical coverage on your sides, SUVs, things like that. Of course, you'll have to stand for the taller stuff, but being at a sporty height like this, I can get all the way cord around the shoulder like a detailer should, right? I can get all the way on the hood, still sitting comfortably, because otherwise, what am I doing? Does this look comfortable to you, right? Does this look fun? This isn't sexy, right? I'm not reaching into a washing machine saying, hey, help me, I'm stuck. I want to sit right back down here and get comfortable.
It
right?
has that industrial foam padding feel.
Yeah, it really does, and it feels great. And so, besides this though, Alex.
Well, real quick before we touch on the ergonomics thing, I want to say one thing is that, like, just to show what we put in these chairs, it's not just a couple guys, trying to figure this out. While we all do sit around a table and we draw out our sketches, we all kind of say what we want in a chair and try and figure out the best way to put it together. But we also work with a lot of big companies that are involved in ergonomics. Like, the reason we came up with that height is because we worked exclusively with a well-known auto manufacturer, the BMW, I think is their name. Have you heard of them? Yeah, so we worked with them. Like BMW, and we did a lot of studies with them to determine the best height, most ergonomic height for the users, and so that's where we came up with the 18 and 19 inches, and that just reduces the fatigue in the back, the knees, all that good stuff. Yeah. And like, you're sitting there and it's like, I got to get this lower panel though, Anthony. Is there a reason? Is there
that's the thing.
Do you have something where I could just get on this floor and get a little bit lower?
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, I don't want to sit on these on the floor.
Oh, of course,
Shoot.
Right? Yeah, we're not.
Talk about convenience, guys. Look at this.
Okay, I see. It all comes together. All right.
Boom.
Okay, so here's the deal. After all that lifting, right, and all that exercise, I've gotten quite hot. and I would like to cool down.
And I got you covered, Anthony.
Oh, wow.
Let's take you right over here.
Okay. All right, so what do we have here? Talk to me. Turn this thing on.
This is called the Vyper Turbo Fan, and this time I have the blade facing the correct direction. And so what's really cool about this fan is, you know, it's another thing. We got tired of the options that were out there, so we wanted to create our own solution. Okay. And what this is here is it's the ultimate fan, and I think you can attest to that. You've been testing it out. We changed a couple things up. We got tired of the 1, 2, 3, you know, dials on the fans. You have to pick between either like this really low setting or like
a really high setting.
Yeah, like the windstorm. And not only that is just they didn't provide cool air. It was just push around hot air, extremely loud. You can't film with it on.
Yeah.
Big thing with detailers lately and stuff like that is always want to film and talk about what they're doing, but you don't want to be sweating. You don't have to like, oh, I'm going to film now, let me turn the fan off, you know?
Yeah.
So you keep this on.
So this is great for people maybe making YouTube videos in their garage.
Spot on, yeah.
If anybody knows anybody that does that. Woo, holy smokes, it's already starting to blow things away. So
what's cool is that's only the lowest setting. That's on 10 right now.
Can we get a shot of maybe showing what the dial looks like back here?
Yeah, let's take a look. So like again, we have the 1 through 100 dial right here, and so you can really play with it. And the thing is like you can see that up here it's like starting to pick this stuff up, but I feel like you guys aren't really getting a good picture of how powerful this fan can be.
Just trying to.
Do you have any ideas of how we can really show this off?
So what I mean, the thing is, Alex, I'm trying to just get this from flying away.
Well, yeah, but that's paper. That's not really that cool.
So, I mean, but how much more powerful does this thing go? Though?
I mean, we're only at 40 right now.
All right, so I think what we need to do is the Rag Company beard test. Do we have anybody with a beard around here? Dylan Von Kleist, come sit in this Vyper chair right here. Go ahead and get comfortable. And we would like you to just, get a seat, and let's just see what
let's cue the beard cam.
Okay.
Let's ramp
Can
this
we get
baby up?
a forward cam here on the beard, potentially?
We're still only at 40 right now. Let's push this baby up to 100. That's good beard movement. Yeah.
Do you have another beard just to test? Anybody that has a potentially longer, more masculine
Let's just
beard?
get another one in here.
Sorry, so Dylan,
this is a thick, manly beard.
Yeah, so we
got enough there?
Yeah, we need to get John in here for a quick beard test here. Holy smokes! Okay, so we hit.
That is a pretty thick beard.
We've hit 25 degrees. We hit 25 degrees on the big beard. This is fantastic, right? A world first here at TRCMA 2022.
Never done before.
Never done before.
Not move.
Holy smokes! If you were to hit him with some hairspray right now, that would stay that way for years. This is amazing.
I will say it's rather refreshing.
Yeah, right?
It's pretty warm in here.
Yeah.
It's pretty refreshing.
Honestly, that really is. Thank you for the beard crew. We appreciate that. That's what's really cool about this fan. There's all these features like the natural wind, so you can go high and low, so you can get a natural breeze and stuff like that. And it's natural, even though it's wind, it is natural. So we also have the oscillating feature, so you can simply have it go back and forth. So you can spread the air around.
Okay. So, but here's the deal, though. I mean, I said this earlier in the presentation. I'm not a fan.
What aren't you a fan of now, Anthony?
I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of fans on a tripod, right? That's just not my thing.
Hold on, pause. Let's pause for the dad joke. Let's all appreciate it.
Okay.
Got it. Cool.
Okay.
So, Anthony, I got you covered, though.
All right. Hit me.
I need a volunteer.
Okay. All right. It should be me.
Anthony's the wall.
All right. This is a true test of my bodybuilding skills.
You don't want it on the tripod, that's fine. You can hang that on the wall.
How strong do you think I am, man?
Pop that baby in.
Okay.
Again, now we're going to go back to the fitness model here.
Yeah.
And take it away, Anthony.
I am really flexing on this.
Wait, no. I want to get up close to my car now because I'm polishing again.
Okay. All right.
Let me just stick it right back there.
That's pretty wild. So, in Idaho, right, we have some pretty dry heat, right? And so this would work well. My question is, right, what is somewhere that's potentially more hot than Idaho that's also more wet, right? And how does this Well, do you know of a place like that?
I do.
Okay, what's it called?
Orlando, Florida.
Okay,
and
all
that's
right.
actually where I'm from. And so I have a shop that is insanely humid. It's disgusting almost in the summer. I have about 8 fans in my shop.
Come on.
They're loud. They move around hot air.
Yeah.
One of these is by far better than 6 of those combined.
Yeah.
So this is something, again, we're enthusiasts. We want these products. We want them as good as everyone else does, and that's why we really put so much effort into it. If we don't want this stuff in our garage, we wouldn't make it. So we're essentially making the stuff for us, and then you guys reap the benefits almost, you know?
Yeah. All right. So it sounds like we have some questions built up. Dane from the ether. Dane, are you like?
Yes.
We're trying to make this one a little bit more fun, a little bit more
This was
entertaining.
like
What do you think?
My favorite demo you guys have ever done. So this is
Okay.
awesome. I'm
Thank
loving
you.
it so far.
We're having Alex is great, man. We're gonna have to have him back,
There's
right?
been a lot of jokes here in the comments, but I'm going to go ahead and start off. G. Davis has a serious, not serious question because I feel like if Vyper
Okay.
got enough people asking, they might actually do it.
Okay.
G wanted to know, does the fan attach to the chair? Could you make the chair into a fan?
I mean, we never say never. We can get it done.
I can see it
Give us
happening.
an hour. We'll come back to this.
Dude, they work quick, man. They work
Yeah.
quick.
We
Now,
can
here's
work
a-
quick because we make everything in America.
There
So
you
we
go.
build everything ourselves and we can get it done.
Heck yeah.
Now, here's a real question. Lex, do you know if Puerto Rico distribution has been finalized?
I know that we're working on it. I'm not sure where it lays right now. I believe so.
Okay.
And that's our goal. Our goal is we understand that everyone around the world wants these products, and while we do ship worldwide, it does come at a cost because they're heavy boxes. That's not okay with us. We want to make sure that we get these in the hands of people. It's not so much. We're not a profit business. We're an enthusiast business. We want to get the products in your hands. We want to make you happy. That's why we love what we do. And so our goal is to always, if there's demand somewhere, we try and find a distributor in that area so that we can get these fans to you, or fans and chairs out to you at a lower cost. Because that's really what it's all about.
Cool.
That's awesome. Well, Sydney, our very own Sydney here asking, is the base color customizable? She needs teal. I heard you mentioning
Absolutely.
custom powder coating
I
at the
can't keep
factory.
talking.
Yeah. So he's just basically asking, is that possible? Can you do teal? Is that an
Absolutely.
option?
Any color you want, we offer it. So we offer custom powder coating, custom embroidery, so you can have your own company logo on it, any color you want. If you get a backrest, the backrest stitching will match the main color of your logo, so it all flows together. While we do black, red, and blue powder coat with brown, black, and gray seats, we also offer custom powder coating, so you can go from teal, pink, purple, white, you name it, we've done it. So
Nice.
whatever you want. Again, you're gonna have this chair forever. You might as well make it exactly what you want it.
Oh,
And of
Dabbler
course,
with the hard
Dabbler
question
with
here.
the copper question.
All right, when will Vyper come out with the copper edition? Can we do like an Edison chair?
Well, I think he's saying that because he did his own copper edition. So I
What?
think he wants. He actually took an old tool tray.
No, he
and
did
he
not.
had it powder coated in copper, and it looks amazing. And it's again one of those things where like that we can do that, and I think he wants to do like a Dabbler edition.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we might have to do that.
Dabbler exclusive.
That'd be
Well,
pretty
Dabbler
cool.
is one of the. He did happen to win most creative content
Fair point.
creator, right? I mean, which
Yep.
is, fair point, man. He is the most creative. So
Yeah.
He earned it.
Jeff C here. Has Vyper ever considered entering the creeper market? I have a creeper with a back that hinges up to act as a creeper seat that is right above the floor. I would love a Vyper quality version.
Absolutely, and it's funny. We started off as a chair company, Vyper Chairs. We've since switched our name to Vyper Industrial because we're not satisfied with just making chairs. We want to make even more. Anything that's in the shop that's horrible, we want to make it better. And creepers is on the list next, and we're just kind of spacing out these things. We don't want to go too crazy and start releasing products after one, but we probably have about 10 different products in the pipeline right now, all in the final stages. So it's a matter of which one comes out next. And again, we literally want to make. We love that. I would love a Vyper quality version. That's what we want to be known for, is anything we make is quality. So we take our time. We have a lot of revisions. We throw it around to a bunch of people, other businesses, shops, and throw it through the ringer. So we really get attention. We send stuff out to a rag company for testing. We really want all that feedback because that's how we build the best product. That's how we put the best product in your hands. And that's how we make a Vyper quality product. And so, yes, creepers are coming, really good ones. We also have some tool carts coming out, some other accessories. We kind of try to keep it low key a little bit, but if you pay attention to our social or emails and all that stuff, you'll be the first to find out.
Heck yeah.
All right, now I have one last question here, but I'm going to combine two into one just to make it easy.
One last question.
So first is RSX Freak 79 asking, is there an option for Satin tires these ones are too glossy for me. But then I got one more. I've got Dino saying, do Vyper chair have some off-road chairs? Do they come with tires like Dane's JDM van?
Oh
so
my
maybe
gosh.
maybe answer both of those at the same time.
How the heck, Dane? What kind of? I guess, right? If the casters, what would you? How could you improve the casters for off-road use?
Well, it's funny because you guys may think that's a crazy question, but again, we never stop innovating and trying to make our products better. We understand that there's a need for that stuff. We've actually worked with a lot of motocross guys, stuff like that are working in the pits and dirt, and our chairs do work fine. You can roll it across the grass if you want to.
Yeah.
You can. We have welders using it on hard gravel, and the casters staying in shape. But if there's a demand, we want to provide a quality Vyper solution. So we are looking at adding, we've already tested some out. We haven't picked out which one we want the most, but we are coming out with some off-road casters. We do some testing with, like I said, some of our motocross guys, get some actual real feedback, and go from there.
Heck yeah. Well,
Very cool.
Yeah, right there. I'm salivating thinking of my design for the chair, so people are obviously really excited. Alex, I mean, this has been a killer presentation, man. Thank you so much. I mean, you absolutely killed it. We're going to have you back because I don't know about you, I mean, I could nerd out about the chair stuff all day long, but the fact that Vyper Industrial is expanding into so much more means more awesome stuff, right? More awesome stuff for the garages, the shops, everybody out there that's an enthusiast or a professional that's wanting to pick something up that is made of quality and something that is made in the USA. And so, awesome. Like I said, super happy that you're able to come on board. Where can they find more about Vyper Industrial as a whole? Where can they find you guys?
Vyperindustrial.com. It's our website. We have a lot of instructional videos from the assembly to the usage. We have a YouTube page now as well. You can go on our social media. We try to keep all that up to date as far as, you know, what we're offering now, videos that are being used, how to put it together, really the whole nine. So anything you need, those are the places to go. That's pretty much it.
Right on. Okay. Well, with that said, right, next up we have Detail Factory, not in person, but with me and Levi hosting this. But we're going to kick over to Levi first to get us started.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I was like already dreaming about my new Vyper chair and how it was going to look. But couple things. One, reminding everybody that you got to pick up challenge coins. You've got to. These are going for the charity is Rally for a Cause. And these are really cool TRCMA coins. Now, those of you in Europe that are watching and wondering, gosh, I want one of those challenge coins. Well, TRCEU, or the rag company .shop, has 5 of them. So one of every brand right now, and you can pick them up. There's only one of each brand, so only 5 total coins. So, and they are each being sold for 50 euros a piece.
Oh, wow.
So, but all that money is going to get donated, and then TRCEU is matching that donation, and they're going to be donating all for cancer research, children's cancer research in the Netherlands. So,
very good.
Super cool. Really excited that you know, you can. Those of you around the world can actually jump in. Try. Well, maybe 5 of you could pick up, or maybe a couple of you could tag team and join in and get a couple coins. You know, but. Anthony and I here, we've got some really cool products from Detail Factory that, one, we're really excited to talk about. Now,
very excited.
Anthony, do you know what this is?
So I do know what that is, Levi. I'm pretty excited for it. And so, can we?
Those of you that didn't see, it's called the curve ball.
Okay. Why would it be called the curve ball?
Well,
Oh my gosh.
because it fits in the palm of your hand just like a baseball. Now, very similar to our Pearl Puck.
Yeah.
You know, I think we've got one right back here I can grab and demonstrate.
Ergonomically designed.
Ergonomically designed. Now, you guys all know I got bad hands. Got those old arthritic hands.
They when he goes like this, you guys can't hear it over the
Sounds
the
like a
screen.
bag of chips.
It sounds like a bag of chips or gravel, right? Like somebody stepping on a bunch of loose pea gravel, and it's haunting, right?
Yeah.
But you can prevent that, right? If you start making changes to what you use now within your shop or within your garage.
Yeah. So although Detail Factory already makes all their other brushes very ergonomic, that's one of the tenements and things that they've always really tried to push for. It gets to a point where it makes it hard to hold, and even then I find it very difficult. So they remedied that by creating the curve ball. That's right, it's quite big, but it looks like it's like a barber's brush, you know. Got a little lather, a little shaving cream on there.
Barbasol on there, call it good, right?
But you've got a bigger surface area, so it's going to be great for when you're washing. You know, exterior emblems or things like that. you now have this where your fingers can just rest. You don't have to collapse them, you don't have to tighten them, you don't have to do anything. It can fit, it's rubberized, it comes in different colors. We're super excited to be able to carry this, and this is a project that I was very excited to see come to fruition because it fills a need, especially for me, and I know some of the older detailers who have a hard time. You know, you're gonna have a harder time holding those brushes, but you still want to use a really nice high quality brush. So these are gonna be able to fit perfectly in cup holders, inside, you know, when you're cleaning, vents, all that stuff, and then exterior panels for emblems, all those things that you would normally use the fancy brush for. But you can also, as the future rolls down, obviously just like all other Detail Factory brushes, we're going to be able to have these in different bristles. So perhaps all blacks, or the the black boar's hair, or the bleached boar's hair as well. So super cool. I think, and it comes with a little holder, so you can mount that on the wall.
Very excited about the holder because that's one big question, right? Is how do you maintain brushes? And you kind of have a maintenance and storage solution built in right out of the box. And so you've gotten done using this. It's soaking wet. How is it going to dry out because it's so much thicker than the smaller
stick it
brushes?
on your workbench or on your wall.
Go ahead and slide that on. Yep, and it does have some drill spots right there where you can wall mount it, where that will hang there beautifully, and that kind of pleases my, a little bit of that obsessive stuff. And so, with that said, I think for myself personally, right, I've been testing this brush. We got this brush, how long ago we got it?
Almost 3 years ago.
It was almost 2 years ago. Is what it was. 2 years ago, and they sent this to us as a prototype, and we fell in love with it instantly, and we've been testing it. So for the last 2 years, I have been using this brush for my interiors, right? So I put on.
Is that why I haven't been able to find it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I took that. I took it the second you brought it back here, and so I said, nope, this is mine now. So I load up with some interior cleaner. I knock out all of my door panels and create a larger
surface area.
The lather that you create, you think it's good with the smaller brush, right? You think, oh wow, I've made a pretty good froth. Throw this into the mix. It is like, I'm talking an insane lather, and I think that it really does, just dig so much deeper into the pores, right? Those finer bristles, even though they have less scrubbing power, I think because of the size, I think they're able to do a lot more than you think. And so for that, in door jams, it's fantastic, right? And so again, more of an ergonomic approach. But while I am extremely excited about this particular brush, I think this is gonna be absolutely fantastic. I know people are gonna be buying many of these, right? I can already see it, right? The different colors and all of that. People are going to say, this is my, maybe my really fancy gloss black wheel brush. This is my piano black brush. This is going to be my interior, my exterior, my emblems, and the list goes on. There's another brush here that we're here to talk about. There is another brush. Can we both open this together?
We can, yeah.
Okay. Did we tell John that we're breaking the seal on these?
No, we didn't, but John, we're breaking the seal on these.
John, we're breaking the seal on these, and there's no going back now. No. I'm sorry. Oh. Whoa, what did you get?
Dun, dun, dun.
What color did you get?
I got red. What color did you get?
You got red? I got gray.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
These are the new tire scrubbers.
They are.
Which is a really neat thing, because, so I love brushes, primarily for the fact that, I like the way certain brushes feel, but I also like the different tensile strength of bristles.
Yeah.
So one thing that I've noticed is many people grab a tire brush, and the tire brush is always very stiff. You don't need it to be that stiff.
It's stiff and it's too fat.
Too fat.
The head on it is too large. And I don't like hit my wheel with it.
Yeah.
Have you ever hit a wheel with a tire brush?
I have.
It's not a good time.
No.
It's not.
No, but I like a softer bristle. Yeah. That's why I still use like a body brush to scrub tires, because that's just me. It's just an old school. I've always used a softer flag tip nylon. But that's what I liked about this, is it's much softer than our current tire brush that we carry.
Yeah, basically the bristles itself are softer, however, they still have just as much scrubbing power, and I think it's kind of the same approach as that soft bristle brush, right? Because of the fibers, because of how many, because of the bristles and how many bristles there are that they've kind of packed into this brush, I think you're able to cover more surface area in a shorter period of time because of how much you're able to
other thing they did was they did uneven bristles. That's another thing that most people don't think about.
It is true, yeah.
But having that uneven pattern allows you to when you add pressure, a lot of those bristles can then start to move underneath, and it helps
there is some short ones in there.
scrubbability, because if they're all
very
the same
true.
size, sometimes they'll get smashed, sometimes they get pushed over. But when you have different length bristles, it does increase that ability to scrub. The other great thing, it's soft. It's a very soft touch rubber.
It is a very
and
soft
that's one
touch
thing I
rubber.
like is because, again, in my hands, I hate grabbing a hard brush that doesn't fit or form well in my hand.
It's the high impact plastic
Yeah.
material that everybody uses, but you pick it up and you go,
Kinda
dang
hurts.
it, I wish I enjoyed holding this
Correct.
brush longer for longer periods of time, right? Especially if you have a big job.
Yeah.
But so a couple things to note on this brush I like as well is going to be the fact that I've been testing this brush also,
Yeah.
right? Do you guys want to know? Do you want me to tell you something cool? You're gonna be kind of jealous, though.
Okay.
So the one that I have at home is.
Wait, you have one of these at home already? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
So
why I'm not getting
that's what
anything.
happens, Levi, when you're Anthony from the Rad Company. You go, hey guys, Anthony with the Rad Company
the
here. I'm going
box
to talk
says
to you today
Levi on
about
it.
Detail Factory brushes. Mine is all black
Yeah.
with lime green bristles.
Wait, hold on. What?
Yes, it's pretty awesome. I wasn't gonna say anything because
I didn't even get to see that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
It's been awesome. But I've been using that now for again almost 2 years. Actually. About a year
again,
and a half.
didn't
And
even. Okay.
that one for my KO2s on my
Yeah.
truck, right? Because I have more of aggressive tread pattern, right?
Right, they're not quite Maxxis Razor MTs like on my truck.
Yeah, those were cost a little bit extra, right?
Yeah.
I had to buy mine used secondhand.
Yeah.
But for that deeper tread, for
Right.
that more aggressive tread, because of the uneven bristles on here, right, and because of that slightly softer bristle, I'm able to actually get into that tread.
Correct.
Which is almost impossible with any other brush I've used
Yeah.
because typically the bristles are too long and they fall flat the second I start trying to dig into the tread pattern. But with this, it's been fantastic. So using this with your favorite APC, whether you're using maybe a dedicated tire or
tire
rubber cleaner,
yeah.
I find that you're able to agitate, you're able to get a really deep clean, and of course, like all Detail Factory brushes, they're all extremely chemical resistant. Extremely chemical resistant.
Yeah, no, these brushes will last you a good long while, just like all of Detail Factory's products. And all Detail Factory brushes are 20% off today.
Oh, man. But were these available?
I think they are. I don't know. But we'll find out.
I shouldn't have asked that.
Yeah, you should have done
That was
that.
a bad question
But
for me,
point
but
is,
it's okay.
is we do have the brushes. We are getting them in. We do have them available. So, what'd you say, Nick? Sorry.
Oh my
I couldn't
gosh,
hear
the
that.
brushes are live right now.
There we go.
Oh my gosh,
Our very own Lisa has, who handles our website, is right there. It says the tire brushes are live on the site now. Curveballs are in transit. Should be here soon. Thank you, Lisa,
Holy
for
smokes.
jumping in there and saving us.
Wait.
Appreciate it.
Hold on. Levi, let's think about this for a second. You're telling me you can jump onto the radcompany.com,
And
right?
get that for 20%.
But hold on, get this for 20% off. But
Yeah,
not just
and-
that.
and
every freaking order
get
comes
a
with
free bottle.
with a GTECHNIQ product,
Yeah,
right?
a free bottle.
250 ml bottle while supplies last.
Yeah. How amazing is that? You could even you could
on,
also
I need
pick up a challenge coin while you're at it.
Pull out my phone. I'm gonna place
You don't need
an
to order.
for
Don't order
my
right now. Just
what?
wait.
Oh, you're sorry.
We can
Sorry.
get,
Right.
we
I
can get it
guess
after
we're
the show.
doing the
But
live.
point is, you can pick up the tire brushes right now on the website today, and really get a hold of something and really go clean your tires. It's gonna be a good time. Dane,
Anything
do we
else?
have anything? Comments, questions, all kinds of stuff.
I've got a few here. Just
Okay.
a handful. Most people were just excited and watching along, and they were talking about how much they love it. But there are some questions. So let me pull that up here. I've got RSX Freak saying, can you apply tire dressing with that puck brush?
You could.
So
You
I know
could,
Matt,
but
so Matt has been talking that he is going to be using that as an applicator.
okay. Well, there
Which
you go.
I think it is far too nice of a brush.
Too nice of a brush for that.
It is.
It's awfully
far.
nice.
It is
Yeah.
far too nice of a brush to throw a dressing into that.
Yeah.
But
Because
you know what?
Jamie didn't waste any time. He said definitely already need a stiff bristle curveball
Yep.
for tire
Yeah.
dressing.
So
See, I would rather do that.
yeah,
I would
if
get
it
like
was-
a
yeah.
like a
If it
black
was-
boar's hair,
Yeah.
or something for that one.
I could see a black boar's hair being the use for that. I just know that those bristles on the ultra fine synthetics are just they're too nice.
Yeah.
I couldn't
so
do that to a
nice.
brush.
Now Raymond here is asking if the tire brush is coated.
It's got a rubber. It's got a rubber bumper all the way around, and
the
it's
way
a
around.
soft touch rubber with a little bit of squish in it, so it'll help keep that keep it protected against your wheels and paint things
This,
like that.
I mean, honestly, Raymond, this is the nicest tire brush I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's really
I'm
nice.
I'm just going to be honest with you. If you
it's worth every penny.
if you get it, you're not going to be mad. That's all I promise you that. You're gonna love it.
Yep.
Then we got Luke here saying, hey guys, do you know when the new brushes will be available in the UK?
Luke, that is a question for Clean and Shiny, as they are the distributor for Detail Factory for the UK.
And then I've got Kirby Thompson here saying, same brush on either color. So he's probably wondering like what colors
they're both
are
the gray
available.
bristle. These are both the gray bristle on here. So
Gotcha. Excellent. And we usually don't do pre-orders. I'm going to answer that here, but Tony's asking, can we get 20% off pre-order of that curveball?
Nope, sorry.
No,
Tony.
We don't like having stuff waiting on the hook because you never know how long
Not
something
always.
can happen in transit. But there are exceptions, but they're few and far between usually for us. So yeah, that's an important one. And then we got a lot of people saying they're ordering brushes already. John Hull says they're in stock now.
There you go. There's your
Oh
answer.
my
Clean and
gosh.
Shiny. You can pick them up.
So
So everybody in the UK,
friends,
you can grab them today from cleanandshiny.com.
John Hull doesn't skip a beat though. He's
No.
I know he's ready, and we're happy that he is just as prepared. So that's awesome.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much sums it up. We got people saying they're already ordering them and all that. So
Perfect.
I think these brushes, once people know what they're looking at, they sell themselves. So,
Yeah, I think they'll be pretty amazing.
So speaking of GTECHNIQ, right? And speaking of being able to get a free
bottle.
250 ml bottle with every order, whether it's a Detail Factory brush or more detail,
Random.
or what's that?
It's random.
Random, right? Whether it's that or whether they're ordering more GTECHNIQ products for 20% off. And I think we have some people in the house that know a thing or two.
A couple, three
that
things.
know a thing or two about
Couple, three
GTECHNIQ. I wonder who it could be.
I don't know. Let's go. Let's go see what
check it
happens.
Oh,
TRCMA 2022, here we are. Eric Joseph, GTECHNIQ North America, along with two of the guys we want to bring out from behind the emails, from behind the phone calls, put a face to the names, a face to the voices. I'll let them introduce themselves first and foremost.
What's going on, guys? My name's Ilya. I'm the operations manager for our new training facility, GTECHNIQ Works.
We have a new training center. We'll get there.
Hi guys, my name's Chris. I run the accredited network for GTECHNIQ. I also offer customer support day to day for any technical questions and things like that.
Now, Chris, you're not new to the business.
No, I've been around for a while. I've been with GTECHNIQ for 4 years now. And I've been, a DIY enthusiast like much of you for a long time. And I found GTECHNIQ and never left it. So.
All right, so we have we don't even look the same anymore. Levi Gates.
Hello.
It doesn't look the same.
No, it doesn't. You got to tell me about this.
We have a ton to tell you.
Okay.
Do we want to talk about the coins first, in the middle, at the end, all of the above?
Any of the times would be great.
Any of the time. So I think what's key, right, is with these coins, we're looking to raise money.
Yep.
We're looking to give the money away. We're looking to give it back.
Yep.
So we selected our charity, which is Rally for a Cause. We met Rally for a Cause on the co-sponsored Crown Rally, and it was an amazing, moving experience for us, right? Because when you think about just giving money, you just think about helping out a cause. You don't really get to see it, feel it.
Yeah.
So here we are with 150 supercars, exotics, an R32 because Anthony hasn't thrown a jab yet. By the way, it has been sold.
Oh, okay.
It has been sold. To drive these cars to the Shriners Children's Hospital and to see these kids, even though for the past few years they've been masked up for safety, right? But to see their faces light up with excitement from the cars, right? So we didn't even have to think about where we were going to give the money. It was going to Rally for a Cause. So if you haven't bought a coin, buy a coin. You buy the coin, you get your free bottle, right? It's a win-win, no matter how we look at it, right?
Yeah.
So we have 90 of them.
90, you get 80 coins.
80 coins. So we would think they should be gone already. So if you haven't bought your coins, buy your coins. Should we wait until all the coins are gone to talk about all of this?
That would take too long. Hopefully, I hope that they'd be sold out in the next 5 minutes. But you do have some products that you gotta talk about. This is beautiful. Hopefully people are buying while they're listening. They're multitasking.
So this is the rebrand of our maintenance products.
Okay.
So it doesn't look the same. It is the same, but it is different, right? So as people know, with GTECHNIQ, we default to a coding company, right? Everyone understands that GTECHNIQ is the coding company. We've been the coding company. We are the coding company, right? And a small few know how amazing the maintenance products are.
Right.
But a good amount of people, unfortunately, they sleep on them, right? So over the last, it's been about 2 years in the making of going through, and I don't even think we have enough time to talk about each and every design aspect and where this all came from and why it all makes sense. But I think the big thing to note is we listened.
Yeah.
So all the podcasts over the years, we talked about the nomenclature, right? So we talked about W being the wash products, we talked about C being the coating products, and G being the glass products, right? And I think that a lot of people still didn't get it.
Right.
Right? So besides the clean, pure, clear, matte look of what we see going on here,
Right, correct.
right? We decided, let's just put what it is clearly on the bottle.
Perfect. So now you know exactly. So even though it's still W5, it says citrus all-purpose cleaner on it.
So it is still W5 that we know and that we love, right? But now it is in a cleaner, retail-ready product.
Okay.
All right, so we're looking to get more enthusiasts. We're looking to get things to be clean, scientific, and simple.
Right.
We're looking to get more people to understand how great these products are. So we think they nailed it.
Yeah. And these sprayers.
I wasn't even going to go there yet. Mr. Ergonomics. Mr.
Sorry,
Ergonomics.
I'm
right?
looking at that.
Mr. Ergonomics. So the second thing that changed up here was we added a color coding system to the product. So if you look over here where Christopher's standing, we can see not only on the bottom, but also in our hexagons, there's a different color.
Oh, okay.
Well, each color is going to put the product in a different class. So if you're having your products out on your bench, on your table, on your soon-to-be Vyper cart,
correct,
or on the bottom of your Vyper chair, right? You know that if you grab, say, the purplish blue here, this chromatic blue, you're grabbing a W product, you're grabbing a wash product. So we wanted to try to make it as simple as possible. Now if you notice, it's only on one side, but it's the whole ring on the bottom here. So no matter where this product is hanging, you're going to see that chrome ring there kind of glistening in the light of the shop, and you're going to be able to know that that in fact is a wash product. You can hear Dana. Now we lost our Levi. He's going to come back. So we have 3 products up front here, and we're going to have Christopher start to go over them because, like we said, he's been around for a while. And we chose these 3 maintenance products here because these are the products that we think solve the majority of the problems from all of the technical emails and phone calls that we get. So Chris, come over and start talking about the W's here.
So what do we got here, Chris?
So what we have is obviously a fan favorite, W5. I absolutely love it. It is essential when it comes to your maintenance on your coating. Whether you're coated or uncoated, it's safe. So what's great about W5, you can dilute it 10-to-1. You can mess with your dilutions and see what works for you. I like to use it in my decon process anytime I'm prepping cars and things like that. It is a phenomenal product in all aspects. Exterior product mainly. You can use it on interiors, but I would definitely dilute it if you're going to do that. When it comes to W6, you've got our iron fallout remover. The iron fallout remover is much more than just an iron fallout remover. It actually has an inhibitor in it that helps with the acid rain. So this will help your long-term maintenance again of your paint, your coating, and all those wonderful things that you want to see on your car, the gloss and everything like that. Jumping over into the W8, the bug remover, this is a very straightforward product. You spray it on, you let it eat, and you rinse it off.
As we say, let it eat.
Yes, let it eat. That all started here. So we continue that motto to this day. We try to tell everybody, let it eat. These products, again, are very easy to use, and you know, you can do whatever you need to do with them at this point. The branding, the way it's gone now is you have a color for each product when it comes to what they do. So for functionality purposes, for consumers and things like that, to make your life easier, so when you go to grab something, you know what it is much easier than before.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. I just like how clean and simple everything looks, and like you said, it's much easier with now the name of the product on it. You know, from a customer service standpoint, we've had to field a lot of that. Well, what is W5? What is W6? And it's said it on the bottle, you know, but people just, I don't know if they just couldn't see it, they couldn't understand it, but now it's right there on the bottle. You can see it very clearly, so shouldn't be any issues, folks.
Well, you know, it goes back to being the old guys in the room, right? So we always talk about in the podcast that we're on and whatnot is, you know, all of this stuff, we tried to keep it a secret as long as we could.
Yeah, we did back in the day. That's it.
So the brands that we really came to know and love, it was almost secretive, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I always thought GTECHNIQ stood out a little bit with the labels that they had because they had like the cool little piece of the wheel or the cool little piece of the citrus fruit. And I'm like, wow, you know, like that should make sense.
Yeah.
But we're kind of strange in what we do. And we noticed, you know, now that there's an enthusiast following, not only to our brand, but to detailing in general.
Right.
And there's a lot of detailing product stores opening up around the country. It used to just be California, a little bit in Florida. Now it's kind of all over the place. And we would go in and we would watch consumers, right?
Yeah.
So I used to just look at big box. I used to look at like AutoZone, O'Reilly's Advanced, right? And I would leave happy because people would go and grab a clay bar and try to read our stuff.
Right.
And they're like, oh, no, I'm going to put this away, right? So we started noticing that with some of our maintenance products, it was, not that it was confusing, but it wasn't clear.
Right.
So one of the pieces of what we're looking to do here under the rebrand is clarity.
Yeah.
Right. We want it to be clear, not, you know, clean or clear glass, but we want the meaning to be clear.
Understood.
So we wanted to make sure that we nailed that. And I mean, if it's a citrus all-purpose cleaner, let's just put it on the bottle. Right. So people know. Now, there's still going to be people out there who are like, well, what's the difference between a citrus all-purpose cleaner and like Lysol that I'm using?
Yeah.
Whole nother conversation, whole nother time that we're here, right? The most recent thing that I've been seeing, you know, we're attentive to trends here, is coatings clogging.
Right.
So for all of you out there, all of you internet, you know, fans, an iron remover is not the answer by itself to a clogged coating.
Right.
There's a slew of things happening on the surface that need to be addressed. And we looked at these three products here and one more, which is our W9 product, our water spot remover, to really try to answer that. We have stories upon stories upon stories, specifically with the beading or sheeting of Crystal Serum Light, where, you know, this person tried this iron remover that maybe wasn't ours, right? Or they used this decontamination soap that wasn't ours. And not saying that those are bad products, but my go-to for a quote clogged coating is W5.
Right.
All day, every day. You need that extra bite to start breaking down what's on the surface. And it's amazing to me. We actually, shout out to the second best, Ben Runkle, right? He became a GTECHNIQ accredited installer because of W5.
Okay.
So Ben called me one day and he said, hey, I did the CSL job 5 days ago, the coating failed. And I said, no, Ben, that probably didn't happen. There's probably something on the surface. Now, because the world happens, right? Well, Ben didn't, I don't know if he believed me, I hope you're watching, right? But I sent him a bottle of W5. And within 2 days of using it, he was like, oh my God, it's like the car's coated again.
Yeah.
Right, so these three here, if you're dealing with coatings, W5, Wash 5, W6 came after it, our iron and fallout remover, and W8, our bug remover. These are your go-tos before you think your coating has failed.
Well, and I think that's one of those things that a lot of people don't seem to understand. For a long time, you know, when we got into coatings, it was easy to show people, look at how the water behavior is on a coating. Well, now people learn about water behavior. The problem is they're seeing what is just a dirty car or a clogged, contaminated coating, and they're instantly quick to go, oh, coating failed.
Yep.
No, the coating didn't fail, or oh, the sealant that I have on it failed. No, it's just that is dirt still trapped on the surface. That's all it is. How do we remove that dirt? Well, I used a very pH-friendly soap. Okay, well,
very gentle
soap, because I didn't want to hurt the coating. Well, the coating can withstand quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
And a lot of people forget that the coating is, many coatings are designed on various different platforms to do different things. And so once they understand that, and you go, no, you just got to clean it. Once it's properly cleaned and decontaminated, then it's like, oh, I didn't even think about that. And most people don't. You know, a lot of people go, I can't use this pre-wash. I can't use this different type of chemical, this citrus pre-cleaner or something to clean my car because I don't want to strip everything.
Yep.
Well, you apply a coating to protect from other things, but you still need to use those products.
You still do. And that was our thing looking at this rebrand, right? And I think the team in England did a great job. We're lucky that they're letting us, because this is a tease, right? You can't go on a website today and get the new label, right? This is a tease. So for customer service issues, do not bombard the rag company, GTECHNIQ, England, Japan, and everyone else looking for this. This was them being nice enough to let us show the fans of TRCMA the future of detailing, right?
Yeah.
So we really wanted to, stick to the purity of our maintenance line, and I'm guilty of it as well. I'm so guilty, working with the company, working for the company for years now, was so guilty for not really using things. Our quick detailer, right? Guilty until I used it for the first time, and I was like, wow. Right. So, I don't blame customers for getting confused. The marketplace is extremely flooded with all sorts of terms, right? Now, we're not chemists. We know a little bit, right?
Yeah, we're enough to be dangerous.
But, I think the way that some products are marketed, hurt what's going on because people overthink everything, right? So, we're not talking about a pH number here. Right. We're talking about a product that is specifically built, tested, and safe to use with our coatings. Right. Now, there's an assumption made. If it's safe for our coatings, then it should be safe for all of the quality coatings out there. Right? So don't think that you're going to hurt something because you're using one of these products. And don't think that just because it's a GTECHNIQ cleaner that it is some, super crazy special design, BA cleaner that, is going to harm something. So that was really the purpose of the label, and people don't understand the work that goes into designing something visual like this, right? Like you do a killer job on a lot of the rag company swag, right? People wear it because there's a balance to it, right? There is. It looks good, right? So when you're doing a product, not only does it have to look good, but it has to have all the information needed to be, legal in all of the different regions. So one of the super cool features, we're not going to talk about a ton, and I'm not going to open it up because then it's going to make a mess of things, but if we look at the little peel here, right, this is opening up now into a booklet, right? And it's a booklet of information for those of you who don't like to use the internet.
There you go.
Right? Hey. And inside that information, inside that booklet, is more of what you can read out here. So kind of cool.
In various languages.
In various languages, right? Making it, usable, because to our, shout outs to our fans in Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, all that, right? All of our, going down there, meeting those guys, they, their English isn't the best. Yeah. It's not bad, but it's not the best. Juan does a killer job helping everybody out, right? But now they're able to just open this up and there's no guessing.
Right. They can read it and understand it. And the other thing that a lot of people don't think about, especially new detailers coming up, they go and jump on the latest and greatest. Always, and then they have a problem. They go, I don't understand the background of why this didn't work when I used this product, this product, this product. I got 8 products, and I'm trying to make it all work on one car.
And making just a mess. Right. We're just making a mess.
If you're starting out, or you're a detailer that maybe is trying to figure out a way to make it a little easier on yourself, the number one thing you can do is stick with one brand.
Because it's all tried and tested by that brand. Right. So one of the great things that came around the same time here, as starting to design this relabel, was we hired a senior formulation chemist by the name of Lee Kennedy. And Lee has been a great asset to the business, not only because Robert, the owner, built him this glamorous in-house lab, because we always had that element, right, that piece. We always knew we were testing, right? But there was never someone who was that in-house expert. Right. So we had this balance of we're testing it in our, in our smaller in-house lab. We're sending it out to be tested, but we couldn't call an expert and ask them these questions. And we'll get to Lee being the expert on the other side of the table when we get into what I think is the real exciting piece here of TRCMA 2022. If the coins are gone, so what do we think?
I don't know. I don't know if the coins are gone. It'd be awesome if they were. I think they're still available.
Ilya, hold this coin. Right, because we need them to remember that the coins are here, and that even a coin purchase is going to get the free 8-ounce bottle.
Yeah, that's right. You should buy a coin and get a free bottle.
Imagine getting a $12 bottle of C2V3 because you bought a $9 coin that was then, the money was given to the kids of Shriners Children's Hospital.
Coin.
It's a $10 coin, make it a $20 coin, the money's going to the kids.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So a couple of key elements still before we get into some of the stuff that we're into, the mechanics of it, right? We kept with that higher end, that higher class matte label.
Yeah.
So everything has that matte look, which I think is just the way to go on a detail product, right? Everything is staying to the brand heritage. We kept the hexagons.
Yeah.
We started with the hexagons. Now we get the hexagon lights. Everything seems to be a hexagon, right? But that just brings us back. And they really wanted to go with, almost like a high-end cosmetic look.
Okay.
And I think they nailed it, which is kind of cool.
It looks great.
It looks really good. So we didn't want to just come here and be like, hey, Levi, we changed the labels. We'll see you later.
Okay, so what else do you got?
Well, we're going to talk mechanical first.
Okay.
So if we look, we changed the sprayers. Now, before we get into the sprayer, we'll talk about the fact that, as everyone knows, we used to have 2 sprayers. We had a red and white sprayer for 99% of the line.
Right.
And then we had the all-white sprayer for our loving iron remover W6.
Yes.
Because as we know, W6 is not necessarily a gel, but it's also not a very thin liquid.
Yeah.
Well, now there's just one sprayer.
Okay.
So not only is there just one sprayer, it is one ergonomical sprayer. So if you throw that in your old arthritic hand, you have a nice feel to that.
I do, actually. That's not too shabby.
It's not too shabby. Not only that is the pumping mechanism, and we'll play with them in a minute. One pump, it's gonna be weird. You're gonna feel it. It is going to disperse quite a bit in a very nice fanning stream. So again, here we are nerding out about something as simple as a sprayer, but
it really makes a difference, guys.
For years, the comments that would be below, how many times, hey, GTECHNIQ, master of products, can we get a better sprayer?
Right.
So we could have came to TRCMA and we could have just given you a better sprayer that wouldn't have gotten to buy the coins, right? So we came with the rebrand, we came with the sprayers, right? We came with all the information about the rebrand, but with a rebrand, we have to have some new exciting products.
Okay, I'm ready.
So,
where are we downloading it to? What part of my brain?
It's a little bit of all of it.
Okay.
It's a little bit of all of it because we're going to talk about it for some time.
Okay.
So we introduced to you, sir, and the viewers at home, what is now W3 or the Wash 3.
So a new soap.
The ceramic G-Wash.
Oh. So this is a great, not only was G-Wash already a great maintenance wash, but now this is a great protection topper maintenance wash.
That's what I'm saying. Your brain is just going to be all sorts of confused.
Do stuff now. And it's safe for both matte and satin finishes, up to 3 months durability. So even if maybe you didn't want to put anything, maybe we just bought an S10 off of Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. We like those S10s. Maybe we want to give it a quick wash, add a little protection because we haven't detailed it yet. We can do that with
maybe
this product.
You have an Audi Q7 rental vehicle with 20-something thousand miles on it.
It needs some protection because it doesn't have any on it.
Nope, and it's washed quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it's not really taken care of the way that it should be. So Anthony, of all people, right? So we get the samples, right?
Right.
So when we talk about developing a product, the labs are great. Again, Lee's great. We'll talk a lot about what Lee has to say about ceramic G-Wash. But does it really matter if it doesn't work in most of, if not all of the regions of the world?
Correct, yeah.
So in the US, we got like 8 sample bottles about a year and a half ago.
Right.
I kept
I remember
one.
that.
I'm a little stingy, and I gotta know, right?
Right.
And then we're like, you know what? That All Day Anthony guy, whether he likes it or not, he is an honest judge of product.
He tries to be.
He tries to be, right? And this is one, that we really didn't know how people were going to accept it. And again, we'll get there. I'm building the suspense up to try to sell more coins. So, you know, we sent it out, and honestly, like, it's not that we forgot about it, but like, we have just been insanely busy with the growth of this industry.
Correct.
You know, Chris over here with a K is fielding 100 applications for accreditation a month.
That's huge.
We're still only taking about 8 to 10%, give or take,
Yeah.
right? You know, so he's fielding all this, but it's great because we get to talk to all of these detailers, and we get to see, like, hey, what's missing in your maintenance line? You know, are you washing cars?
Yeah.
And this is super exciting for me. You know, coming from being that elitist who didn't want to wash cars, there is a turn right now in the industry where, you know, maintenance is becoming key.
Yeah, it's becoming the king, really.
Becoming the king. It's no longer ceramic coat your car, ship it, never see the customer again, which again, I'm super excited about. So something like ceramic G-Wash, though you're gonna find out, it's a little weird.
Okay.
Right? It is an amazing addition to any ceramic coating shop, because we have those now, right?
Right, yeah.
We have shops that are no longer detail shops, they're ceramic coating shops.
Correct.
Right, so this is a great way to get a car in, get it clean, add a sacrificial layer of protection, and get it out the door. So I'm just trying to think, how do we really want to do this? I want you to feel the sprayers.
Okay.
I really do.
So you need me to spray some stuff?
I think we're looking good on time, where we can start getting on this Audi behind us.
Yeah, we got about 30 minutes, so
It should be plenty.
we got plenty of time.
Why
to
don't you
wash.
grab one of those new tire brushes you just spoke about?
Okay, hold on a second.
Someone has some somewhere.
I'll go get one of those tire brushes. Are you guys ready over there to get ready to wash? To get ready to spray?
We are getting ready to get all sorts of clean over here.
Okay. So I've got a new tire brush here.
So we got the new Detail Factory tire brush, which you're very excited about.
I am actually. It feels really good.
We have a microfiber wash mitt.
That's our new Ultra Mitt.
Ooh, oh, it's a great word.
Yeah, it's a new Ultra Cyclone.
That's a great name, right? We have our W3, but first let's play with the sprayer. So why don't you give W5 on the new sprayer a shot on these
tires and wheels here?
Would you say that these are slightly dressed? How would we describe these here?
They have, it seems like they probably have a light dressing on it. It's probably a quick hexane-based tire dressing. You know, the old silicone solvent that they throw on there that everybody has from back in the old days.
So,
because it's quick, it's easy, it's fast.
So you're going to spray W5. That is straight. So for those reading the instructions, you will see the British term neat, N-E-A-T. So that is straight, which again, perfectly safe. The wheels are cool. So just give the give those Pirellis a second.
Nice.
And we say, yeah, it's just the sprayer, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, it's atomizing great.
It's doing it great, and it's spraying a lot of product. Wish Anthony was here right now so he could see this. So I think he'd be jealous.
So when I first grabbed it, honestly, because I got these big old hands, I'm like, where's it all gonna go?
Right.
And then once it dropped in that thumb groove there, I'm able to just use my trigger finger here and just get all that product out of there.
A lot of product too.
Right there, which is great. So at first I was like, oh, here we go, we're changing a sprayer. And then I'm like, wow, this is really nice. So as expected with the silicone dressing, we're not going to see some crazy debrowning or anything like that.
Yeah.
We're just going to get that dressing off of there, and they'll start biting and eating a little bit later. So I'm going to hand you the W6 now.
Okay.
Because remember, a little bit of a gel, and now still the sprayer is not quitting.
Yeah, it's great. It's really putting a lot of product on there, which is amazing. And if I really want to get crazy with it, like that.
That's probably plenty, right?
Yeah. I think we're good there with that amount. We'll let that stuff eat, watch it work.
Do its magic. So one thing that we haven't spoken about, especially with W6, right, is our 5-liter containers.
Right.
Right? So for those of you who are out there who are price shopping, and I'm coming from the car wash industry, I'm a big fan of your cost per car.
Correct.
This makes things a little confusing, but I can twist it and make it pretty simple. So 5 liters is 1.32 something, something, something gallons.
Right.
So when we look at a product, we're not sitting there and saying, okay, well, a 5 liter is $94.95 of W6, right? And then a competitor's product, a well-known one, is $129.99 for a gallon. Right, so it's $40 more.
Right,
that's a good amount, and it's a $100 product, so that's 40% more.
Yeah.
Again, you can't just look at an apple and an orange.
Right.
Because this is 32% more product.
Right.
Right, so very key to understand with the 5 liters here.
It's more than a gallon. 30% more than a gallon.
32% more than a gallon.
32% more.
Right.
Which is a big number for a lot of folks.
We see a lot of people asking, well, what's the best iron remover?
Yeah.
Well, how do you distinguish the best, right?
Right.
Or what's the most cost effective? You'll notice with our maintenance line here, we're normally price point right in the middle.
Right.
Right? Not the least expensive, not the most expensive, kind of right in the middle, right? But you could get lost and say, well, this is only, $96 where the other one's $110. The difference isn't that big. This guy's video showed the wheel turning more purple, so I'm going to go with that one, right? Or with some of the newer ones out there, well, this one doesn't smell as bad, and so on and so forth, right?
Yeah.
Secondary to the cost value of W6, we also want to talk about, like Chris mentioned, the extra cleaning properties within the product. So it is not just built as an iron remover. There's other surfactants in here, other detergents that are built for additional cleaning properties.
And a lot of detailers need to understand that. As part of the process of learning about the right chemicals, the right usage of products is, yes, while it's probably easier to find something cheaper, those cheaper products, you remember those days when you come in there and you would kill an entire 32-ounce bottle on a set of wheels, and you'd go, oh, you just got to get it on there because it's not going to work fully. Even though it's an iron remover, those old days, you would soak a wheel. You just soak and go through so much product. And that's the key. Once you start finding products that actually work, you shouldn't have to use that much product. So if you can get to a point where you start learning the amount of product used on a vehicle, your savings comes way, your savings goes up, your use comes down, and it's pretty amazing.
And we again, going for that. So there's a new hashtag coming out for pure performance.
Okay.
Right, which is kind of cool.
I like
right?
that. Yeah.
Now I'm a little, I'd be a little salty, right, because I was the protect what drives you guy.
Yeah.
That was my thing. But I'll give credit to pure performance, and I think it's great, right? We've done all the guesswork here. In the maintenance line, right? So if we look at the Audi wheel, and Audis are known for their nasty brake dust, there's some purple going on.
There's some purple.
There's not a ton, right? But that's because this thing goes through the car wash every 2.5 days because it's a rental vehicle, right?
Yes.
So for the testers out there, for the guys and girls that are playing with these products, you have to understand that, right? Not every car is going to throw as much iron, and not every car is going to have as much there, depending on how it's maintained, right? We can take an old dirty car and we can make it bleed.
Yeah.
And the product's going to do what the product does. What I also like with W6 is the fact that I'm comfortable, and we did this in Costa Rica a few weeks ago, with letting it dry.
Yeah.
Not saying you should, right? But I know the product well enough that if it dries, I just hit it with some water because it's already drying up in here, right? And it's just going to bounce right back and start cleaning, and it's not going to damage or etch anything.
Right.
Where a lower cost iron remover that may just be that old school technology with a new school label may actually cost you in the long run. So let's grab the pressure washer. Let's spray this off.
Okay.
So the Master of Shine approval on the new sprayers.
I like them. They're much more comfortable, much more ergonomic, easier to use for sure. Just change to turn this knob.
So now we got some of the browning coming out of the tire now that the dressing's dead.
Yeah.
And not bad. No wheel brush needed. Is it perfect? Nope. Are we trying for perfect during TRCMA right now? Absolutely not. We're trying to sell all the coins.
We're trying to sell the coins.
I'm just going to keep going back to the coins.
You're going to have to buy them. This guy's really trying to sell the coins, everybody. You got to hand it to you.
Down.
I know, right?
If you're not first, you're last. And today we're last, which means we're first.
Yes.
Right.
Buy a coin. That's all we're saying.
Just buy a coin. I don't even want to show you the ceramic G-Wash yet, because I love the suspense.
Should we put the younger kids to work on this?
I mean, Ilya is pretty good at doing this kind of stuff.
All right. Ilya, you can grab my pressure washer and get to washing. I want to see this stuff in action. He's already got his gloves on. He's ready to do this.
He put the gloves on an hour ago. So kind of cool, right? Comes with the cap. Now,
is that a dispenser cup?
It's a little bit of a measuring cup.
Nice.
Now again, we are a company out of England, right? And we always we adapt to that, right?
Right.
So we're in milliliters and liters and so on and so forth, right? So right now, the answer to this, the directions state, we're going to go with 20 milliliters to 10 liters of water. Now the good news for us in America, because we're Americans, is that 10 liters is right about 2.5 gallons, which happens to be 1/2 of our 5-gallon bucket. So we're just gonna, nice little dropper there, so we're not wasting product. Oh, we're gonna listen, we're gonna shake first.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right. We're gonna go to 20. Now you'll notice.
It's a little thinner.
It's a little thinner.
Yeah.
And if you notice that, it's gonna get weirder.
Okay. I'm excited to see this.
It's gonna get weirder. We're gonna dump this in our rinse water. Ilya's gonna hit it with the pressure washer real quick, and you're gonna notice something that's gonna be strange. There's not a ton of suds.
Yeah, it's very light.
There's not a ton of, quote, foam. So I was the guy who had, I will call it the honor, of buying all of the ceramic wash shampoos to send to England to our guy Lee Kennedy to have him test.
Right.
That process did not take him too long because he was very unimpressed with the available ceramic washes.
Okay.
So the one that I liked, because again, coming up in the game here in America, it smelled the best and it foamed the best. None of the other ones foamed.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
How am I washing a car without foam?
Yeah.
So we learned over the time here, working with Lee, that foam doesn't make for a better clean.
Right.
It's pretty much a byproduct of the products that are built, or the raw materials built into the product, right? So you can make a soap foam extremely well by adding a little bit more of this and a little bit more of that, but it doesn't mean it's cleaning better, right? Same thing with fragrance. So if you notice, there's not a huge fragrance here. There's a slight lemon fragrance, right? We can't have it not smell at all, because then you're like, is there anything even in the bottle, right? So we had to scent it a little bit. But again, that purity that we're going for with the maintenance line is we're not looking to add any sort of crazy amounts of dyes, we're not looking to add any sort of crazy amounts of scents, and we're not looking to add things that the product doesn't need for that performance. So when you start dealing with a ceramic wash like we have here in the bucket, you can't have the best of both worlds, or all the worlds, right?
Yeah.
We can't have something extremely foamy that smells amazing, that has a crazy color to it, because there's yellow foams now and red foams, because foaming's fun.
Yeah, everybody loves it.
But you can't have all of that and then have a long-term durable protective layer left behind.
Okay.
So we found that balance, right? So this vehicle, again, it's a car, you know, it's a rent-a-car vehicle. There's probably some spray wax on it. If Ilya hits it, we can do a little water test and see if it's, quote, dead.
Go ahead.
So nothing impressive to write home about. We have a little bit of sheeting there, right?
Yeah, not too bad though, but
nothing crazy. So again, with ceramic G-Wash, it's a wash. Ilya, rinse this thing down, man. We're not just gonna do a door.
You got to pay for that plane ticket, right, Ilya?
We got to pay for that plane ticket. So buy more coins.
Yeah, you got to buy some coins.
No, we're giving that money away.
Oh, that didn't work.
We're giving the money away.
And we're giving bottles away with each one of those coins.
That we are.
How are we making money?
Now, like you always hear me talk about rules with specific products, like panel wipe, right?
Yeah.
The rule coming out of Rob himself, this product really likes cold water.
Okay.
It does not like hot water. Well, because ceramics don't like super warm stuff.
Okay.
So we want a cool surface. We want cool water.
Okay.
Right? Just like any other wash now, we're just going to start from top to bottom. You're not going to see any crazy suds. A little bit.
Yeah, it's not
Nothing wild.
Not going too nuts, just cleaning.
So again, the surfactants, for those of you that are not familiar, are put in a product to pretty much allow the water to be able to separate the bond between the oils and the dirts, right? So the foam doesn't have anything to do with that. Everything that's happening now on the surface, the cleaning, is based off of the surfactants built in the product that are allowing the bond to separate between the contaminants and the surface. Now, as it sits, as the magic's happening here, with your trained eye, we're starting to see.
You can see water behavior changing on the surface.
Right off the way. And if you want to jump in there real quick, grab that Ultra Mitt and give it a feel. The slickness for the wash experience is pretty phenomenal. So for not having
there's some awesome glide.
But there's no foam.
Yeah.
There's
this
no
is
foam.
wild.
So let's bring back to something that me and you both, thoroughly enjoy and have been supporters of from the get-go, our rinseless or waterless washing.
Right.
So when you ask me what side of your brain is this going to really come into play with,
my rinseless side.
and I told you kind of both, right?
Yeah.
It's going to negate you looking for foam, but it's going to bring you to almost a rinseless or waterless wash feeling.
Correct. Very much so.
You have that instant slickness, so on and so forth. Now, like any other soap, we're just going to rinse it off, and we're going to start to see some magic happen. So your glass, your trim, your paint, and everything else is going to get that GTECHNIQ surface. I mean, just watch the water just blow off. Now that is wild.
Yeah.
It's wild. So speaking with Robert and speaking with Lee, everyone wants the beading, and that's just again another byproduct of a product doing what it's supposed to do, a good job. What they are extremely happy with is not only the durability, which is up to 3 months, right? But in the way it keeps the vehicle cleaner longer. Not the self-cleaning if it gets wet and that, because that's just going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Is they really wanted to nail a product that in the maintenance line it was going to keep the surface cleaner longer. So they bring up the North, they bring up Boise, the salt states, the winter states, so on and so forth, right? We want to be able to bring a car in, get it clean, wash it as fast and effective as we can, right? But then also leaving that sacrificial layer behind. Now imagine if this was coated. Now we just took it from like crazy to even crazier. So the thing to realize here and to nail home, there's no foam.
Right.
We're not putting it in a foam cannon. We're not playing those games. We're going with 20 milliliters in a 2.5 gallon bucket.
Yeah.
Your cost, so the retail bottle is going to shock people. It's going to be in the mid-20s for a 500 ml. But I did some quick math.
Okay.
And we are under $1.50 per car to wash it, have that slick feel the whole time with your mitt, and protect it for up to 3 months. So for any of the shops out here, this is now a killer upsell.
Right, because that product cost is now $1.50.
Yep. And for the guys at home, even though I am a huge fan of our Easy Coat, a larger fan of our C2 V3, right? Right here, this used once a month, once every 2 months, you're pretty much golden.
Even if you're washing every week, you're pretty much protected solidly without doing anything else.
And though I am a proponent of foam, don't get me wrong, right? Like if I'm having my Sunday wash, my weekend wash, right?
Have a party.
I'm foaming.
Yeah.
But then I'm hating myself because I'm chasing all the cracks and I'm chasing all the drips and I'm chasing all that, right? Where this, from an efficiency standpoint, this is so quick and so easy.
Love it.
So wild. So here we are, TRCMA 2022, with a rebrand, with some new sprayers, with some crazy new products, and there's just more that's going to come.
Oh man, I'm digging all of this. Dane, do you have any questions? I feel like we've built up a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Did we
People
just
have lots of answers.
rally for a cause?
We did. We just rallied for a cause.
Oof.
Let me pull one up because I think Eric's going to love answering that.
Okay, he says you're gonna love answering some of these.
Darren is asking, what's being given away with the coins? I missed it.
Oh, Darren missed it.
Free bottle. A 250 ml bottle of random GTECHNIQ products in every order. That's right, we're leaving it up to our warehouse staff that are picking and packing. They have a bunch of boxes of product that they're just going to pull and put in your order. So
W8 V2.
Yep.
W6 iron remover.
There you go.
C2 V3.
Ooh.
Quick detailer. And the OG wash.
There you go. So any of those products are going to find their way into your order. So if you buy a coin, you get a free bottle. If you buy anything, you get a free bottle. So pretty sweet. Hans says, what's the smell with W6? Actually, it smells pretty good.
I mean, it's not horrible.
It's
definitely not an unscented iron remover.
Right.
Right. It's been around for a minute now. You know, if you load it on and you're in a closed shop, you're gonna know you used it.
Yeah, but that new sprayer allows us to use a lot less product. So we didn't have to spray a bunch to get it on there or have a bad issue with that. So it was nice, easy, and it dispersed it a lot better too. So there you go.
Next up, I got Dabbler asking, not important, but important question. Will there be a tap for the 5-liter jugs?
Tap.
So I'm going to throw this one to Chris because not only does he know the answer, he knows the proper terminology, and he almost insulted me last week bringing this up. So Christopher, if you can answer this would be great.
So on our website, guys, we have what is called a jerry pump. And you just screw it on to the top and you can pump away however much product you need each and every time. Typically what I recommend when I train my shops is buy one for every 5 liter and tell your guys when you're washing a car, 1 pump per car. It'll help you with your cost per application and over usage of product and things like that. And then obviously with something like W6, you get it in a 5 liter and then you have a pump to refill your spray bottle.
Now, I don't know who Jerry is, but he's a pretty smart man because 1 pump of his pump is 1 ounce of product.
Pretty impressive.
So pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I've got somebody, we can kind of answer 2 for 1 here. So somebody just joined in, working progress, said, what was that new product I just came in? And Ricky followed up by asking, so Eric, is this like a hybrid of G-Wash and Easy Coat? Kind of elaborate.
So we actually talked about that this morning. Because again, huge fan of Easy Coat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how's this going to work with Easy Coat, right? So when G-Wash was built, the whole surfactant game in G-Wash is different.
Right.
It's different. There would be no way to get G-Wash to do what it does now and have the ceramic protection as well.
Yeah.
Right. So again, it's that balance game here. It's the balance game. So, I had one of the testers, like I said, so did All Day.
Yep.
I blew past the 3-month mark on my daily driven truck using both Easy Coat tester back when, and then also ceramic G-Wash tester more recently.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. So, are they similar in the protection? Yes. Are they similar in application? No.
There you go. So it's the new ceramic G-Wash also.
Okay. And then I've got Ricky here. Ricky asks, curious on Eric's comment regarding the water temp needed for the ceramic wash soap. Thinking how it would do here in PR in the summer, as even cold tap water will be kind of warm.
That is a good question.
And we were there with Ricky in the summer, and it is hot.
It's very hot.
So like with any product, right, I make up my rules, and the rule with this one is it's, we're looking for the coldest water that we can. Now look, we're not going to send Ricky out to the bodega to get a bag of ice.
Yeah.
Right? Most likely, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine. But what we're going to watch for, like with any sealant, any ceramic spray, anything like that, we're just going to be looking for streaking. Yeah. So if you're seeing streaking, it's most likely because your bucket of water is just too warm.
Okay.
And I would also say too, if the car, you can bring the car into shade, inside, out, anything out of the sunlight, that will also help. Letting the panel cool down before you use something like that is definitely important.
Perfect.
Oh, that's a good point.
Good point.
I've got Kirby Thompson here asking, can this new ceramic wash be used rinseless style?
I would say no.
You definitely want.
I would say no.
Yep. You're going to want. Well, you want to see the beads, right? Everyone wants to see the beads, so you are going to rinse it off, for sure. But the one that we didn't show you is there's a hack to this.
Okay. Do you want to show this? Do you want to talk about it?
Let's go.
Okay.
So, again, we're going to shake.
Okay.
You're going to grab your mitt. And this is just for those individuals who are a little extra.
Okay.
We're going to open up our dispenser. We're just going to put a line, and you're just going to work it on the fender here. So now we're using the product similar to that of like a wet applied sealant.
Okay.
Right? So we're just putting extra product on there.
Right.
Now on my tester vehicle, I did half my tailgate with just the wash, and then half my tailgate with the wash, and then with a little mitt trick.
Yeah.
And I did notice over the course of a couple of weeks, the mitt trick side was staying a little bit cleaner. There's a white car, so you were able to see that. But let's just give that a spray off. I don't think we're gonna see anything for the camera, for the folks out there watching from home or from their job. I don't think we're gonna see a huge difference, but you're gonna get just that little extra there. But you know, going from a dead surface on a rental car that we don't know what's really on it, to this,
pretty impressive.
with a high, you know, I mean, crazy contact angle on the beads.
Yeah.
Really nice sheeting effect. Again, you know, I think the guys and ladies in England nailed this one. I mean, like if we just Instagrammed the little shot right there, you know, we could almost be like, yeah, we coated it real quick and off we go.
And we're done.
Don't be that guy. Don't do that. Don't, because we'll catch you. We'll catch you.
All right, Dane, what else you got?
All right, next up, I got G. Davis pointing out that Eric should do voiceovers on the national channel.
That would be something fun to listen to.
I mean, if he has any connections, man, you know, I'm on a plane quite a bit. I could probably make a little side hustle with that.
Oh, there you go. Andy here saying using a ceramic infused or ceramic maintenance shampoo like this is definitely a weird experience from what we all know and love. Wishing with all those suds, but they definitely work for sure. So he's just more making a comment.
Okay.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. And if I wasn't a proponent of rinseless for a decade now, I would be feeling even more weird about it, right? Because again, like from the dawn of time, we're just accustomed that foam cleans.
Right, yeah.
Right? Think about the aerosol foaming carpet spray back in the day.
Oh, yeah. No.
Right? Versus using W5, which isn't really going to foam.
Right.
So, you know, it's just something you just got to get used to.
Excellent.
All right.
And then I've got Jay here. Jay saying ceramic G-Wash foam cannon or not? I may have missed that part. I would say no.
I think you're just spraying extra money that you don't need to be spending.
Yeah, that's fair. And then Spencer here saying, hey, Eric, watching this right now as I'm installing CSU on an F-250. Thanks for an amazing brand.
I think Spencer possibly maybe taking the hype guy away from Christopher. It's possible. It's possible.
There you go.
He's going to love ceramic G-Wash where he's at.
Then I've got Dino saying, we want a V5 song.
And the elephant has entered the room.
Yeah. Thanks, Dino. Appreciate it.
So, you know, for anyone who doesn't know what that means, right, we, in the US, we've been patiently waiting for EXO V5.
Yep.
Right? I got super excited when it was time for the rebrand. I was like, we're getting them all.
Right.
We're going to, boom, game over. Right? They did have another setback with EXO V5 because, you know, Robert going for that pure performance.
Right.
Going
to make sure it's right first.
No, it's not likes. He's only going to make sure.
To make sure it's right.
Yeah, but like on another level, right? So, you know, everything changes. You know, we find out about it like a little kind of late. You know, we've already talked about something on a podcast. Again, we're super lucky they let us show this,
right?
Because they were
like, appreciate it.
Right? It's a teaser.
Yes.
So again, customer service, don't call anybody for this yet. It is coming soon, along with EXO V5.
And we will have some other V's added into the lineup as well with some new formulas that we're working on that haven't been released yet.
There's one on the table.
Dropping these teasers.
There's one on the table.
Oh, it's
a little guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can see it. Pass it over here, Ilya. All the way on the end, little guy.
There.
Here we go. Another slept-on product.
Ooh, M1
V2. For those of you that have waited until the very end, I wouldn't say we saved the best for last.
But we did.
But we finally, M1 has been out of stock for quite some time. again, slept on it. Shout out to Asian and Farm Truck, SEMA 2019.
Yeah.
Broke out of one little bottle on all his aluminum underneath his Chevy 2, blew people away, and then all of a sudden it was gone because of supply issues.
Right.
It's back.
Excellent. Well, there you go. That was a little teaser.
And then I got, finally here, Ron simply asking, will there be a big upgrade to CSL anytime soon?
Will there be an upgrade?
Another, I think we could bring Ron into the OG land at this point. Ron's been around for quite some time. Man, Ron, we hope so. We hope so, right? If it's a girl, can we say CSL's a girl?
You could.
Is it a she?
Like to. I don't know, it's up to you.
I would like to think that at GTECHNIQ we will never stop innovating and trying to improve on anything that we have currently, and continue to give you guys the best experience and the best products that we can.
There you go.
And it's coming up 7 years old. Not saying it doesn't look. CSL
that's impressive.
Doesn't win every YouTube battle.
No.
But it holds its own.
It does hold its own.
And it's 7 years old.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. That's great. Well, Raul here is saying we can't wait to have the new.
There's one of our Ticos.
Little
Costa Rica love.
Showing them Eric. And then I got Spencer wanting a ceramic sealant tease update.
That's why it's
asking all the questions.
It's why it's a tease.
Yeah, it's a tease, man.
No. You don't see it on the table. You just see some sexy new labels.
Oh. All right. And then CTV3 Matt answered again. Yeah, we just talked about it.
Pretty
so
you get the idea.
Yeah, but I just want to say thank you, boys, for coming all the way out here to spend a little time with us for TRCMA. It's always good to get Eric back in the house. I feel like
it's been a minute. It's been
a little while. It's nice to have Chris back in, and Ilya, it's good to have you back here.
Great to be here.
For the very first time.
Yes.
Hanging out with us. So, Dane, take it away.
Oh man, so that pretty much rounds out our afternoon, guys. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. Even if you're busy doing other stuff, we think it's really awesome that you put it on in the background, or hope that the boss doesn't, peek over your shoulder so you're actually not doing your work or something. So thank you to all of you who, opened a browser window and started watching TRCMA. We really appreciate that. And of course, it's not over yet. This is just the beginning of the week, so we still got a lot coming up later this week, ranging from Color Lock to GTECHNIQ Marine to The Last Detail and RotaFest at Zemware there. That's going to be happening tomorrow morning, followed by the afternoon with Buff Bright, Detailer's Helper, KXK Dynamics, and Rupes trailing out the day tomorrow. So it's going to be one busy day following up tomorrow. So we hope you will join us again for all the festivities there tomorrow. And of course, here, as we did yesterday, and we will continue to do this week, we've got some behind-the-scenes fun happening right after I'm done saying this. So without further ado, let's check those out.
Doing our morning toge run here. Getting ready for a video shoot. Got Levi piloting the Ragnarok here. Beautiful views. Look at this. The way that van handles around those corners. Really gripping that, hugging it. You can almost hear the anti-lag. Cuts into the middle line. It's another shoot day.
Jimmy, how well would you rate their climbing skills out of 10?
They haven't actually fallen down this giant mountain yet. So I would give them a 5 right now. But if they do fall, probably 2. If they hit a tree, maybe a 3.
So okay, right. Literally falling down this mountain and dying is only going to give them a 2.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have asked.
Well, they probably won't die.
They'd probably just be permanently maimed.
Yeah.
Hi, Dane.
Hello. I know it doesn't make sense, but we probably do, well...
What does Levi do?
I can read this. För kvinn bärne björn för kur rade for side farsen Kära för mig. Fare, kuvi, vad, björn, ken, vien, kvine. Fare, hade, frannars, kin, kvine, björna, förse, ilm. Hurra, hir, kvine. Han är det, farker, meter, för, björna, frade. Hir, kvine, björna. All right, cut.
Widowmaker, that mountain.
Well, let's get hiking.
There it is. Widowmaker. Yeah, that's like the entire gag.
That sounds cool.
We're chilling up here, and then people just keep randomly showing up.
Dogfish.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Anthony, that's why I prefer the comfortable and fashionable bib format.
How do we sound?
We lost him.
Dude, no.
Are you not gonna help him?
I appreciate.
Oh my God, it's so cold!
I appreciate you guys giving your all for this shoot.
nice.
That was uncomfortable. I was down to my belly button.
Dude, the ice is cold.
Yeah, no, it's really cold now.
What? Snow's cold? You're kidding.
No way.
In the parking lot, it wasn't.
I have to pee.